where the moon drinks from her voice, with wings of the cursed prince. Wait, don't breathe, just listen. Do you hear that? That trembling in the air? That melody rising like light off the sea? It's her voice, the one the moon still drinks from. Before we begin, if her story touches you, if his curse stirs something in your bones, please like and subscribe to my channel. I pour my heart into these tales, and if your heart beats with mine, I'd be grateful. Thank you. Now, let me tell you the story the stars never wanted you to hear. The tale of the wingless prince and the girl whose voice turned silver under moonlight. He was born beneath a blood eclipse, not crying, screaming. A scream that split clouds and startled birds into falling from the sky. The high priest of Eridea whispered, "This one will never fly." They were right. Prince Salem of Thyros, heir to the throne of the Skyborn, came into the world with cursed wings. Jagged things, bone without feather, splinters of what should have been glory. The people feared him. His father, King Aaron, hid him in the topmost spire of the mountain citadel, wrapped in silks, shadows, and silence. "You are not to speak to the wind," the king had warned, his voice like frost. "It might listen." Calem grew like ivy behind stone, twisting, waiting, reaching for light that never came. The only friend he knew was the wind that slipped through cracks in the tower. He'd sing to it sometimes, broken songs, hope-shaped hums. But it never answered. Not until the night she came. She, the girl who crossed the bridge no mortal dared to tread. The one who wore tattered sandals and a necklace made of teeth. Her name was Lyra, and her voice, oh gods, her voice, it sounded like rain on marble, like longing wrapped in lullabies. When she sang, the stars leaned closer. Even the moon seemed to drink it in, as if parched. He saw her first from his tower window, walking the sky bridge with a satchel slung over her back and a lute slapping against her hip. She was humming to herself, completely unaware that fate had just turned its face to watch. He whispered, "Who are you?" And somehow, she heard. Lyra paused, looked up, right up at the towering prison, and smiled. "You heard that?" she called, laughing like a river in spring. Calem's breath caught. No one had ever heard him before. I did." His voice cracked. It hadn't been used in days, maybe weeks. "You must be lonely," she said softly. He didn't answer. She came again the next night, and the next, and again. She never asked his name, never pitied his wings. She only sang and asked strange questions. "Do you think the stars remember their names? What color is sorrow? Have you ever touched thunder?" He didn't know how to answer most of them, but God's, he wanted to. One night, she leaned against the gate below the tower and whispered, "You don't belong in there." Salem's voice trembled. "I don't belong anywhere." She looked up at him with that fire-lit gaze. "That's not true. You belong to the sky, and the sky is everywhere." He laughed. The sound startled him. She laughed too. "There it is," she cried. "A prince's laugh. That's rarer than phoenix ash." His heart beat wildly in his chest. No one had ever spoken to him like that, like he wasn't broken, like he was a story worth singing. Lyra taught him words he didn't know and songs he'd never heard. She told tales of a boy who chased moonbeams and a girl who could kiss curses away. He told her about the dreams he had, where his wings were whole and the clouds bowed when he soared. She leaned her head back. "I think maybe your curse isn't your wings." He flinched. "Then what is it?" She met his eyes. "Your silence." It shattered him. The next day, the king found out. "You've been speaking to the girl," Aaron snarled, slamming his staff against marble. "You let the wind in." "She's not wind," Calem said. His voice didn't tremble this time. "She's fire." The king raised his hand, but paused, because outside, across the bridge, she was singing again. That voice. Even the cruel King Aaron, had to close his eyes. She sang until the very stones wept, until the moon, full and hungering, rose higher than it ever had, until Caleb pressed his face to the bars and whispered, "Come back tomorrow." But she didn't. Not the next day, not the one after, nor the one after that. Days became silence. Silence became dread. Something inside Selim snapped. He broke the tower door with strength he didn't know he had, stormed down marble staircases like a thunderclap, past the guards, past the temple flames, across the bridge, barefoot, breathless, and found her. Not alive, not dead, but stone, statuesque, frozen mid-song. Her hands still curled around her lute. The priests were chanting around her, eyes black with power. She defied the gods, one hissed, sang where silence was demanded. She touched the cursed prince's heart, another growled. Her punishment is mercy. Caleb collapsed. No, he roared. No, 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 no. She was the only one. He wrapped his arms around her stone frame, and something inside him broke open. The wind screamed. The sky cracked. His wings, those cursed, jagged things, exploded into white flame. Feathers burst from bone. The tower behind him shattered. The moon. He carried her. He flew, with tears blinding him, with stone weight in his arms. To the oracle at Ithralos. She was older than mountains, eyes made of stars. Her voice was gravel and prophecy. Please, he begged, please, bring her back. The oracle touched the girl's stone cheek. You want her soul returned? Yes, anything, everything, take it all. She blinked once, then sing. He froze. What? The oracle nodded. Sing, with your whole heart, with your soul in your throat. Let the gods hear, let the moon drink. And so he did. His voice was raw, terrible, beautiful. It cracked and wept and howled and soared. He sang her name, her laughter, her questions, her fire. He sang until his throat bled. The moon turned blue. The stone softened. Her eyes opened. Caleb, she whispered. He sobbed. Lyra, she touched his cheek. You flew, she said. I had to, he choked. You were gone. She smiled. You always had wings, she whispered. You just never believed in them. The oracle nodded once. The curse is broken. But the price had not yet been paid. As Caleb cradled her, a sharp pain lanced through his chest. He gasped. His feathers darkened, turned to ash. No, 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 the oracle spoke gently. Every resurrection demands a price. You sang with your soul. Now it's hers. Lyra grabbed his hand. No, take mine instead. The stars answered. They listened, not with cruelty, but wonder. And for the first time in 1,000 years, they changed the rule. The two souls intertwined, neither alive nor dead, but something more, were lifted. Their bodies flickered with light, their hands still locked. They were given a third fate, immortals of the moon. Every night she sings, every night he flies. And when the wind is quiet and the stars are breathless, you can still hear her voice. That silver melody, the one the moon still drinks from. Let your heart land softly, friend. If this tale touched something in you, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be here in the starlight, weaving more voices into the wind. Thank you.